Fonts you choose for your designs matter more than you think. Typography isn't just about legibility, it actually signals what era, mood, and aesthetic your work needs to belong to, and looking at what designers are using right now gives us a preview into what fonts might dominate in 2026. So let's go over 10 specific fonts that we've researched and found heavily used that you should be adding to your roster for this year. Let's start with Roboto. Roboto is everywhere because it provides stability underneath almost any visual chaos you can throw at it, with all the scribbles, diagrams, layered textures that designers love to use. Roboto's clean, neutral structure can help keep your layout grounded. You can use it anywhere that you need something dependable and readable that won't compete with the rest of the design. Next is Rocking Royal, which has a playful, slightly cartoonish energy, and its chunky curves and retro-inspired shapes bring more personality to your headlines, posters, badges, and merch. Designers are loving it because it catches attention immediately, and it works especially well when you pair it with a simple sans serif that can give it some room to breathe. Montserrat continues to be one of the internet's most popular geometric sans serif. It's ideal for branding, packaging, and product design. It scales beautifully from large headlines to small body text, and it pairs well with both trendy visuals and clean, techie forward layouts. Moving into the script styles, Robusta hits a sweet spot between handwritten and professional. It feels warm and approachable without becoming too hard to read. You'll often see this used in beauty branding, stationery, merch, and lifestyle graphics, especially when the goal is to feel more human, inviting, and personal. Leaning more rugged is Rock Salt, a font that fully embraces rough, imperfect, and scribbled lettering. It looks like it was written with a marker, and that raw energy makes it perfect for streetwear, indie posters, naive design, or punk-leaning designs, anything that benefits from that handmade feel. And pairing it with a clean sans serif can help keep things balanced overall. Tricot brings a bold, geometric punch to designs that need strong visual presence. It works well in type collage layouts, logos, badges, and experimental headlines. This font works when used large, spaced out, or combined with simpler typography, so it is a pretty versatile font. Poppins is and has been a modern favorite thanks to its excellent readability. It shows up everywhere from brand systems to templates and UI previews because it performs well at any size. Now, before our last three fonts, if you're getting value from this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and the subscribe button so you don't miss videos just like this one. And by the way, we've got all these fonts I'm talking about in a Kittl template, and they're all ready to go, ready for you to start designing. So you can just click that link in the description and it'll prompt you to sign up. You can easily get in a matter of seconds. Okay, number 7 is Rogue Back, which introduces a more vintage, expressive energy, and it's got some dramatic curves with some subtle ornamentation. It's especially effective in packaging, editorial layouts, and branding that leans nostalgic without having to feel too outdated. This font pairs well with modern sans serif and look great in circular paths or normal straight headline treatments. Roar Gyros leans fully into playful, toy-like typography. It's chunky, rounded, and packed with personality, making it perfect for kidcore designs, youth branding, stickers, candy packaging, and fun merch. Per usual, using it alongside neutral typefaces keeps the layout lively without becoming overwhelming. And finally, 215,000E brings a rough stamped industrial feel to your designs. Its distressed edges and tactile look make it ideal for streetwear, music merch, gig posters, and any DIY branding. This font works best when you layer it over textures and you pair it with a clean supporting type to let the grittiness of it stand out. Now, even though these are just 10 out of a massive sea of fonts, we actually have a nice balance between clean, confident sans serif and loud, handmade, expressive lettering. So I'm pretty excited for 2026 designs, but you let me know in the comments what you think. Do you see a different style taking off, or is there a new trend we should know about? Either way, we'd love to hear from you, so don't hesitate to make a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.